With me now is Neil Hunnicutt, the Director of Community Relations for Right at Home, and we are going to talk a bit about Alzheimer's today. We are just wrapping up September, which is World Alzheimer's Month. So when did that begin, and what is the goal of the Awareness Month?
Well, thank you, first of all. It's nice to be here today. World Alzheimer's Month is a campaign of the American, I apologize, the Alzheimer's Disease International campaign. And it began in 2012 with a goal of bringing the world's Alzheimer's associations, which are in various countries of the world. There's almost 100 of those now. The goal is to bring all of those together collectively to decrease the stigma of Alzheimer's and increase awareness and education about this disease. There's about 50 million people worldwide that are suffering from some form of dementia, and a lot of it is undiagnosed. So their goal is to really have an inclusion of all of these countries and make it a global awareness so that we can do more about research and try to honestly find a cure for this disease.
Right, and that is a lot of people that are affected. And so how can somebody become involved if they want to?
Well, one of the ways that you can become involved locally here is through the Alzheimer's Association in South Carolina. There are various Alzheimer's programs. We have a memory walk. It's called the Walk to End Alzheimer's. That is coming up in October, actually, October 26th. It's going to be at the Old Town Bluffton in the Promenade, and it starts at 10 a.m. The walk actually will begin at 11. There's a 10:45 ceremony. People can raise money. They can start a team. It's really about bringing awareness to the local community, because that's what it's really all about, is getting change with the local community so that we can effect change in the even in policy and honestly get money for research. So that's the first step people can take locally.
So obviously we know there's no cure right now, but what are some things that people can do for treatment if they are diagnosed?
Okay, so you're right, there is no cure currently, and that's why we're continuing to do so much research. But what people can do is to prevent Alzheimer's. We don't know that we can actually prevent it, but some of the things that are helping is eating a healthier, having a healthier nutrition, living a healthier lifestyle. Exercise is one thing that people can do that helps almost every disease out there. Continuing to have social stimulation and social activities for elderly is very important. And then also there are some medications that don't reverse Alzheimer's or really stop the progression of Alzheimer's, but they do help with some of the symptoms. And so I think what people need to do is contact their physician, which would typically be a neurologist, if they have this disease or if they have another form of dementia, and talk about these lifestyle changes with them, because it has been shown to help a little bit to at least slow the progression of the disease.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, Neil. It's great information, and make sure you're getting out there to Walk to End Alzheimer's on October 26th.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.